Greetings, Taurus, and welcome to your divinely guided rune reading here for the week. Let's jump right on in and get your rune for the energetic past. Here we have Ewaz. Ewaz here is the horse rune. This is like the rune of pilgrimage. This is also looking like a Laguz mirroring another Laguz rune. So that's a lot of emotional reflection, intuitive reflection, something that's proven itself to you time and time again through several instances of your life, a place where you can feel spiritually recharged like a pilgrimage or a person. Okay, so a lot of times this is a person, like an energetic source. So it could be a relationship with yourself, with divine source, or a significant other, family member, coworker, spouse. Take what resonates here, Taurus, leave what doesn't. But this is also the kind of like a journey, pilgrimage kind of energy, like you might have just been on a retreat or to a spiritual place of significance to you, where you feel more spiritually recharged. This is kind of what I believe that rune to be anyway, is like a place where you feel spiritually recharged, where you can go for the spiritual recharge, like Machu Picchu, Stonehenge, a tree, a river, a person, right? Yourself, that significant other, that friendship, right? So the horse, man's best friend, that's an energetic source that's proven itself to you time and time again throughout your life. So you could have been dealing with aspects of this in your recent past here, Taurus, been under maybe the self-examination thereof, maybe on a journey inward or outer thereof, okay? Now, please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. As we continue, here you have in your energetic now, the rune of give and take. This is Gibo, literally means gift. And Gibo here reminds us that it's that balance of reciprocative energy, is very stable energy. Remember when we have the lines going down off the runes, that's very grounding energy. When we have the split lines and they're kind of forked like that, like Gibo is here, that's very stable. It is irreversible, stable on all sides. That's like that ultimate balance of reciprocative energy, is giving with gratitude, receiving with gratitude. You could be receiving a new gift. This could be an adoption of a divine energetic partnership. This looks like it could be a romantic partnership, a business partnership. Okay, taking more resonates as we move along here. But this could be something that's been weighing on your mind. You went on that journey and you maybe learned a spiritual gift and you're adopting the spiritual gift. If we're looking at this in relationship-wise, relationship with yourself, whoever, whatever, okay? This is an increase of recognition of that. Okay, recognizing that you are in that receptivity of that beautiful energy, of that beautiful gift-like energy. All right, that's kind of like the Two of Cups or the Lovers card in tarot. In your energetic future here, we get to finally rest. You have movement here, and here you have rest. So feeling like the path is clear for you. This is Isa, the rune of ice. Sometimes this can be stuck, rigid, repeating life lessons. Of course, that will be the case. We all have the opportunity to repeat life lessons when we don't learn these lessons, right? So if this is not being dealt with in healthy ways, I shouldn't say dealt with, responded to in healthy ways, then yeah, you're going to slip on the ice and get to repeat that life lesson. Maybe an apology here, okay? Maybe just kind of going back and fixing things, balancing out that reciprocative energy. Regardless, in your energetic near future here, I see this as more of a time of rest, a time of pause. This is Isa is also the ice forming over the lake, where when the ice forms over the lake, the deep lake, really nice and slow, that's like a deep inward journey. You can see deeper into the lake. And you get that clarity, more aspects of clarity. Remember when I said this is more like Laguz and reflecting one another? Now, Laguz literally means lake, sea, flow, water, divining with water, right? Something that reflects you in that spiritual or physical sense, emotional sense even. So this is a nice time to pause and reflect and to probably be with that energy, right? And get to rest and really pause and have that deep clarity and understanding and understanding with that. So what is the energetic influence of the now? This is the Divine Masculine's rune of Ingwaz. This is the god Ing's rune. Now, a lot of times you'll see it as just that diamond or the seed. Now, that seed is indicative of fertility. This is the rune of fertility, the seed being planted in that fertile soil. Now, why is that the Divine Masculine's rune? Because then you can walk away with knowing rather than guessing. You can respond rather than react with that energy of knowing that you're going to be growing a beautiful crop together. Looks like together. And look at how this looks like two Gibo stacked on each other. Right? That's not by mistake. This is super durable energy. This is a lot of healing Divine Masculine work here for you. You're under that influence here. So this is maybe calling you to be less reactive, more receptive, right? Greetings, everyone. I'm Eric with Your Essential Practice, and I just want to interrupt really quickly to thank you for all the likes, comments, and subscriptions. And even if this message does not resonate specifically with you, it may resonate for somebody else. So please go ahead and share that with them if you feel so inclined. Thank you so much. Namaste, and let's get right back into your divinely guided rune reading. Let's get your advice here for the energetic now. Yeah, being present, Divine Masculine is really good with this too. Also, Divine Feminine is as well. So this is a good moment for me to remind us all that we have aspects of Divine Feminine and Masculine within us. This is not exactly a Divine Feminine rune, but Divine Feminine is reflected in or represented with Lagus here. That's one half of Ewas, okay? So with remaining in divine flow, why do I mean that? Being present, being in the now. So Radho is very grounded energy. Remember when we have those lines going down, that's very grounded energy. Okay, but see how there's one foot constantly in lockstep with the process, with divine flow, with the energies as they change. So this is indicative of a change of a house, spouse, or career in most cases, where it's a literal physical movement away from or towards what's healthier for you. Now, why I say that is because when we remain in divine flow, we're no longer tolerant in healthy ways, of course, with firm boundaries, like a stoic kind of energy here I'm seeing, that you are in that presence of that surrender to the moment, to the now. You're not jumping ahead, trying to guess. You're not dwelling in the past. You're being present with that divine reciprocation. Okay? So when we're doing that, that can mean that we're moving away from discordant energies or energies that are stagnant, discordant, potato. Energies are always changing. And it's up to us to adapt and be in flow with them, right? So this is calling us to surrender to the now, be in the now. I think this is really just calling you, really adopting that stoicism to adopt that energy, and then you can get that pause. This is a little bit of a slowdown, I see. You have a bunch of travel, and then you have a bunch of stability, being present, and then slowing down and getting that pause, like a rest, like a very much needed rest here at the very end. So what's in your overall outcome for all of this here, Taurus? Overall outcome for this is in Odin's rune. Beautiful. We're going to get a rune of clarity from a completely different set here. Now, Odin's rune is like the patch over Odin's eye. That's indicative of something that's either hidden from you or something that you already know. I like to venture that this being in your outcome is something that's hidden from you. If you already know, it's probably only an educated guess, and you have some work to do, I think, with those stoic energies before this can be revealed. But let's see what that rune of clarity is. Yeah, harvest. Okay, so this is Yera. This is the year rune. Literally means year. And at the end of the year, we make a harvest. So this is like the harvest season, like right now, that we're under, or maybe a year from now. So being as that these are weekly readings, I would say this is more of a now energy, but this is knowing what goes around comes around. To make an ending is to make a beginning. To make a beginning is to make an ending, surrendering with divine flow, knowing that one season seamlessly moves into another. At the end of the harvest season, like a farmer taking inventory of his crops, did I plant enough? Did I secure the seed enough? Do I have good enough quality? Do I have enough to last me? And do I need to change tactic next year? This is an evaluation period. So this is a lot of learning and assessment. This isn't a bad thing. Taurus, for you, I'd see this as a very good thing. You've gone through so many experiences, and I think this is a very inward journey here for you, where when you're surrendering to divine flow, you kind of get that chance and you're opening up your mind and your heart, and you're gaining that balance between the two in order to have this evaluation period, this learning lessons, really absorbing all the lessons and really taking them in. And then with that, you get to rest and really solidify all of these lessons learned. And Isa is kind of representative too of the rune of winter. Ice, winter, you know. So here we have the fall with a harvest, and here with the winter. This could have been more summertime energy here too. So maybe the changing of the seasons is hitting some of us harder than the others. And that fertile soil, that divine masculine healing work, that balance of give and take, surrendering to the flow of now, is all going to help you open your eyes and your heart and your mind to all of this clarity. Okay, I'm kind of surprised we didn't get Dagas here, but I don't really think you're changing identity. I don't really think this is a big metamorphosis. That's why I think this is a big inward journey here for you, where it's just a lot of processing information and being present for yourself and for others. Okay. Let's get a card of clarity here from the Soul's Journey Oracle deck. These are messages straight from Source, directly to your spirit, directly to your soul. Divine, please show us clearly, what message of clarity do you have for Taurus here for this week, for this week's Divinely Guided Rune reading? Please show us clearly. Okay, please show us clearly. We got a bunch of cards there. When I ask for clarity, we're asking for one card, please, Divine, and thank you. Message of clarity, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Health is the card that came out. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. Yeah. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. So yeah, being more present, balancing divine masculine and feminine. I think this is more your body as a temple kind of an aspect, and with that being present, kind of going on those inward journeys to adopt better inner health rather than like physical health. Of course, it's all going to reflect in your physical health regardless. Let us look and see what the card has to say for some further clarity. Again, the health card says, I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. Taurus, your body is a temple, and you're responsible for its care. You have chosen to incarnate in this physical dimension to learn certain lessons. And if you don't maintain the physical vehicle that your soul has chosen, then you are sabotaging your own plan. Your health is a vital element for your soul's progress, and you should never take it for granted. Be sensible about nourishment and exercise. You could be a sensitive being who must be conscious of your surroundings because you can easily be drained by people, places, or things. Always make a ritual of protection and cleansing before you work with a client, or just bring your mind back to your heart throughout the day to rejuvenate. Taurus, this card may also signify a desire to assist other beings through physical or emotional healing work. You may be involved with a professionally in medical fields, body work, psychiatry, and or counseling. Or maybe you're just a good listener who possesses sage advice. If you or someone you know inherited a congenital disease, past life work may be of some benefit. Namaste, Taurus. Have a blessed and abundant week.